from marrying someone of another ethnicity, another culture, or another country? Is it halal to restrict that?
You can restrict your child if there is something that Allah and His Rasul have actually warned you about. But if it is simply ethnicity, you can let them know. You see, I believe that there are two things. One is an ethnicity with a similar upbringing.
Yeah.
Then there is no difference. For example, you grew up in London, she grew up in London. She's of this ethnicity, you're of this ethnicity. You shouldn't block that. You shouldn't stop that. You grew up in the same schools, you have the same system, same understanding. But even if you're Pakistani who was born and raised in America and you going back to Pakistan to get married in a village, for example, and the guy is from that village, chances are when he comes, there will be a greater difference between you and that person than there would be if you married a Syrian brother who grew up with you, for example. So it's not to do with ethnicity.
It's upbringing.
Yes, but the father could warn you to say, listen, there are some cultural differences. This is what it is. Are you sure you're okay with this? I know some of the ethnicities, the wedding itself becomes a big deal. Because some people have weddings, you must take gifts, you must do this. Some people actually believe you got to pay a dowry the other way around and so much more. So there are challenges, but to restrict fully in that way is something that would not be an Islamic thing.
So it's not halal?
Yes. If the father says, I'm not too happy with this, I don't want to be a part of it.
No, but if he says, no, you're not allowed to, it's impossible, then that's haram.
If he says, no, you're not allowed to, it's impossible, you could bypass him if he didn't have proper reasoning. The wali could shift to the next available male, or sometimes to the Sharia court, or if there's no Sharia court, then to the scholars and so on. It could be. But I generally don't like to promote going against your family in order to get married. I don't like to do that. But sometimes you have to.
And if the family is unhappy, they just tell you that, okay, she's from another ethnicity. We're not happy with that because it could cause differences.
If you want to go ahead, but
we're not happy
with it. But look, you've got to make a decision at the time. It's not a matter of halal or haram. It's a matter of what is
how
better.
well you know your family.
And also I know people who've done that and later on they proved their families wrong. I know people who've married outside the culture, outside the ethnicity completely. And the father comes to me sometime later and says, that's my best son-in-law. Best.